Hey, welcome back to Outback Tasmania. As I've been away for about a month. Springtime here. Springtime, yes. It's a bit overcast and dreary. There's actually a ship coming in right now in this rainy weather. A couple of tugboats coming in to turn him around. But yeah, I'm in the side shed and trying to keep out of the rain. Just to give you a quick update. I've actually planted a little garden out here with the African daisies, because they are the plants the wallabies do not touch, because there is something in their leaves that they do not like. But yeah, down here we've got yes, this is the side entranceway, and we've got some a nice big thing of quartz. These African daisies. And this little fella was a cutting from the ones up the back, and he's doing really well at the front here, this succulent. But yeah, well, yesterday was beautiful beach weather. It was like 15, 16 degrees Celsius. Today is like 11, overcast, windy and cool. Yeah, this is an interesting sort of part of the house. Now, I was talking to this lovely old lady who used to live here 50 years ago, and she said, come up and I'll tell you a few little stories. And she showed me that this here used to be where the milko left the milk bottles. So the milko would come up the street, and then he'd come up the steps with his bottles jingling and jangling. He would drop the milk here, and people would come down and grab it from the house, and they'd whatever the cost of the milk, they'd leave the cost of the milk in there. When he come back the next time, the money was there, the milk was dropped off. Yeah. So I just thought at the side here we just needed to tidy this little section up. So I'm quite impressed with these African daisies. They look really nice, and they do well here, and the wallabies do not eat them. Okay, the ship now is sideways. They're turning him around, getting him ready to back into whatever dock he's going into. Anyway, we'll get back to seeing the ships later. Look at these absolutely lovely flowers. As we go through the gate, Shawnee Grosers called this Succulent Alley, and she's named this, Shawnee Grosers named this Lavender Lane. Absolutely looking good. Looking real good, actually. And these are the normal daisies that the wallabies will absolutely devour. But the leaves, whatever's in these leaves, they love. And the African daisies, whatever's in these leaves, they hate. So, anyway, this is just a quick little garden tour. Even though we're cold, we're still got plenty of flowers out. And look at these are coming out to flower. This succulent cactus or whatever it is. It's got these. And there's Charlie, desperate to come outside. But yeah, as usual, look at flowers are flowering. Charlie's at the back door. Look at that. Now, doesn't that look good? And then we've got the rescue garden. Remember when I planted the rescue garden video? All those plants have just kicked on. Fabulous. And they're flowering. Look at them. They're absolutely sensational. That is, yeah, the rescue garden is absolutely fantastic. And we'll just keep moving around. Up past the YouTube studio. Here's those little beans. I'll have to give the beans. I keep calling them beans. Peas. I'll give them something to catch to grow onto this weekend. I might run some string down from up here. Yes. So there you go. This is like, if you go back and watch all these plants here were chewed down by the wallabies to the ground. All that was left was the rootstock and not much else. I put them in a few little pots. And look at them now. They're just coming back. This one here was the pride of the plants. And it's getting outgrown now by another one of these wonderful purple. And yeah, that's obviously the agapanthus. That's the rose that's been there now for a year and a bit, and that's probably the biggest it's been. But unfortunately, well, let me just continue on. Up here I've planted some, I want to get a hedge going along here with these azaleas. Yeah, there's a few here. One there, and just hopefully this summer and spring, or spring and summer, yeah, we'll get them. I'm hoping to get a nice little hedge of, you know, up about a foot or a foot and a half, and then get this into a bit of a lawn for the fire pit. Yeah, still got firewood to cut up all over the place. But yes, let's just go have a look at this little garden, this veggie garden. Unfortunately, got attacked by a wallaby. One rogue wallaby jumped the fence right there, through there. That's how he got out. I'm assuming he got in a similar way up near that pine tree. But yeah, the plants I did plant here, unfortunately, were all gone. So we've got the bush beans, straight out of the summer. Some are really well, bright and green. Some are struggling. What are the colours that they got? I got more bush beans to come out of the tiny little greenhouse over here. These are the climbing beans. These are just more that have come out. We're talking about growing everything climbing onto the actual Hills hoist. So up here till the Hills hoist, because we don't actually use this anymore, the clothesline. We're going to utilise that. And looky, one tomato plant. Everything else I had planted in here, all the little seedlings are gone. Have a go at the compost. Look at this. Actual potato peels are sprouting. What are potato peels? I should be digging them out and putting them in the garden somewhere, but hey, this area here is going to be the next garden. But until I can fence it, yeah, we won't be going down that road. But check out the poppies. I think they're poppies. Growing wild. Let's just check this one out first. Look at this plant. Oh, so we got this one here. That's springing up. Oh, obviously here, here. Springing up there. Another one there, and another one over the side. Don't. Oh, gee, willikers. Just take a seat. Yep, anyway. Yeah, we want to grow that hedge along there of azaleas. The plants are actually looking good. The one rogue wallaby that got in, early in the morning my wife said, look, there's a wallaby in the yard, and he was hanging around just here, munching away on the grass. I come down to the garden and seen it was destroyed. I was a very angry person, so I hunted him out. He ran, or hopped, right down the side. We had an open gate for him to go straight out. He seen somebody out the front, so he was scared of that person, so he's come all the way back. Went from there straight through that little gap in the bush. But yeah, I've got to really hit this with the weed whacker once the weather is a bit less slippery for this slope. Yeah, we did have a good fire going the other night. As usual, didn't film it. Hey, Charlie's out the back. Okay, a few little tomato seeds are sprouting. Not much is happening. Here's the the test going on with the tomato plants. They're actually sprouting. The slices of tomato we brought out, put them in the Pringles packet. Actually, the ones that are further down low are the ones that are working. So I've learnt that lesson. And there's another one. Maybe it's because they get a bit of protection because from the cold, I'm not sure, but the ones that are up high, like the Smith's one, there's nothing. So starting to deteriorate as well. But anyway, radishes are really thick and lush and good. A good crop of radish. Gonna have to get the second crop in. Some real bigger ones over here. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, the seedlings here, and these ones are from sliced tomatoes. Sliced tomatoes, seedlings, seeds, I mean. And then in my tiny little greenhouse, not much is growing. I've got an experiment here with sand from the beach. This is just sand from the beach growing. Not. Whether these have got salt in them, I don't know, but it seems to be working on the smaller one. So just another experiment. And as we turn around, the spring onions are flowering. Yes, some dried peas. I've got more bush beans here to go out very soon, probably do that tomorrow, and more bush beans on the bottom. So I'm going to have a little forest of bush beans, a couple of climbers. I've got more climbers to plant. Yeah, I got more climbers to plant, and don't forget our 240 litre compost bin. Seems to be working. Little bugs are in there. Anyway, the new compost bin, fill this one up, and then I'll start on the blue one. But yeah, and I was putting the second one in, but I'm probably going to utilise that somewhere, some other way in the garden. But yeah, quick garden tour. Tomatoes are a little bit of a disaster. Oh yeah, by the way, that one there, that's the large tomato plant up there, that's bought from the hardware store. I tried to get one that was already going, and the lovely lady down there said, do not plant it in the ground, bring it back to your little greenhouse, stick it in there because it will die. And I brought one pepper and one tomato. I planted the pepper out, it got eaten by the wallaby, and then I've only just brought that one out after about 3 weeks in there. So let's wish it all the best. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Today is just walking back to Tasmania. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show. A quick little video of the flowers, the daisies, everything's looking spectacular. The veggies, not so much. And I can grow a dog too. He's going pretty good down there. Hey Charlie, buddy, what do you want to do? Anyway, this is Jonesy, Outback Tasmania. Until we see you in the next video, there'll be one very soon of the updated garden beds. Until I see you there, ciao. And I'll finish off with saying I didn't get back to the ship, but there he is, backed in. He's probably getting wood chips from the Burnie wood chip pile. Here we go. And looking at the beach, can't see a soul on the beach, it's too bloody cold. Hey, thanks for watching this. Consider subscribing to our channel.